And I commend this bill to the House.
Chris Hopkins.
Mr. Speaker, I'm only going to be quite brief on this bill as well. I can't be more than 10 minutes. No, Mr. Mallard is quite correct. Mr. Speaker, this is actually a good bill. And what it's doing is something that the opposition supports, which is, moving the census to 2013, March 2013. But I have not heard a single reason from any of the national members who have got up and hurled abuse at the opposition, not a single reason why this needs to be done under urgency without reference to a select committee. Oh, there was an earthquake. So therefore that gives them the opportunity to put whatever legislation through Parliament they want to without following the democratic process and without giving people the chance to have their say on it. I think that's absolutely contemptuous towards the people of New Zealand. There is not a single bill in this House that I've been involved with that hasn't been improved by going through the select committee process, and yet this government seem to think that they know everything, that they know absolutely everything. They can learn nothing from listening to the public, who might actually have a view on this, and so therefore they're going to push this through their Parliament under urgency without sending it to a select committee, without giving anybody a chance to have a say on it. And I think that sums up this government. They know best. They don't need to listen to anybody else. They can just do whatever they like. They're that arrogant that they can do whatever they like and they don't have to listen to the public of New Zealand. Mr. Speaker, deferring the census to March 2013 certainly makes sense. But once again, it's a decision, it's a constitutional decision, because the implications of this legislation are constitutional ones. I don't believe that this Parliament, or any Parliament, should change the Constitution under urgency without giving the New Zealand public a chance to have their say on it. And that's effectively what this bill does. And I see no reason why it shouldn't go to a select committee for further consideration, Mr. Speaker. So the Labour Party is going to be voting against this bill, not because we don't see that the bill has merit, but because we think that the New Zealand public should be able to have a say on it. It should go to a select committee for further consideration so that people can make submissions, so that it can be gone through in some detail, so that expert advice can be delivered. There is no urgency on this. Maurice Williamson's had the regulatory impact statement since April, which means that if he'd been an effective minister, this would have been in the House. Could have gone through a normal select committee process in that period of time if a competent minister had been in charge of getting this legislation through the House. Maurice Williamson hasn't done that, so now they're trying to make up for their total lack of competence by pushing it through under urgency, and I think that's a disgrace.
The Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr.